Now, nothing here is a totally new and radical concept. Water coolers aren't new, pre-filled water coolers aren't new, and ones from Cooler Master aren't even new, but they're still pretty proud of the Nepton 240M. They're all like, yeah, it's got high quality included fans, it's got a completely Cooler Master designed and manufactured pump with great quality, we put a 5-year warranty on it and all that stuff, so let's find out then if it's as good as it sounds on paper. By the way, speaking of things that sound, our Momentum in-ear earphone review is coming soon, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Roll the intro. Corsair Gaming RGB keyboards feature precision Cherry MX RGB key switches for 16.8 million color per key backlighting for virtually unlimited customization. Click now to learn more. On the surface, there's not much to differentiate the Nepton 240M from other premium dual 120mm fan liquid coolers. The CPU block and pump combo unit features a flat machined copper base plate on the bottom with a white LED lit Cooler Master logo on top and 2 side-mounted swivel fittings that connect to the pre-attached fluorinated ethylene propylene tubing that appears to be closer to 3/8 inch internal diameter than a 1/4 inch, but manages this wider flow path without any extra susceptibility to kinking. Very nice. The radiator it's connected to is a fairly standard aluminum finned 27mm thick dual 120mm affair with what I would describe as moderate fin density. So for the quiet freaks out there, it should be suitable for use with low RPM fans as long as they deliver high static pressure even at low RPM, which leads us to the fans. These things are actually a fantastic upgrade over the fans that Cooler Master used to bundle with their Neptune coolers. They run at anywhere from 800 to 2400 RPM. They were extremely quiet at 1100 RPM, the setting that we standardize on for our performance testing, and on top of having square frames, which allows them to seal better against the radiator for improved static pressure, they have this included rubber gasket in the box that further reduces vibration and air leakage. I'd say my only complaint about their new Silencio fans is that you don't seem to be able to buy them standalone. You can only get them with the cooler because they're pretty darn good. Installation was a breeze on LGA 2011. The pump is efficient enough to be powered by a fan header on your motherboard, which makes life a little bit easier. And the mounting hardware is both solid, you know, and easy to use. So if I had to make one criticism here, I guess it would be that the tubing runs felt a little bit long for me, but users with larger cases may be very thankful that the tubing is a little bit on the longer side, so your mileage may vary. Which leads us to performance. Yes, performance was actually very good. The Nepton 240M is competitive with pretty much anything else on the playing field, including even Swiftech's H220X expandable AIO, but at a lower price and with more flexible mounting options, like Swiftech's one, because the pump and reservoir are on the radiator, can only be mounted like this way and this way only, whereas the Neptune can kind of be positioned however you want. It's just, it comes inherently with the pump being on the CPU and not having a reservoir. It should be noted though that it does all this without the expandability that Swiftech's solution affords, where you can start throwing in graphics card blocks and stuff like that. One thing of note here is that upgrading to Noctua NFF12 fans does, as it always seems to, improve the performance, but not so dramatically this time that we'd consider them a necessary upgrade for potential buyers. The ones in the box are a very solid option with nice sleeved 4-pin PWM connectors and all that good stuff. So overall, the Nepton 240M is a winner, which is a relief for me because we've been running ads for it on our videos for a little while now, and it's always refreshing to know that the stuff we're advertising, even if we're not specifically endorsing it, also happens to kick butt. I mean, I hate it when you guys buy stuff that isn't as good as it could possibly be. Speaking of things we advertise that kick butt, man, that was a great segue. It's BlizzCon time again, and Intel has some pretty awesome stuff going on in there. Their booth is located near the Hearthstone stage, and they're going to be showcasing the latest and greatest tech from Intel. So you guys might remember that last year, Hearthstone with Touch launched at BlizzCon, and Intel was showing off tablets with Hearthstone Touch running. So that's probably also going to be there. It's a pretty safe bet, especially with their new Core M processors available. They're going to, of course, have gaming rigs with an emphasis on, like, you know, high-res gaming, high-performance gaming. They just launched Haswell E back around the PAX Prime time frame, so they're going to have like 6-core and 8-core gaming rigs going on up in there with DDR4. They've got a screen app where attendees can come by and take pictures in front of it. They're going to have Twitch streamers streaming at their booth. This is something that they've done before. It's pretty darn cool if you want to meet some of your, you know, favorite Twitch personalities that happen to be there. They're going to be offering some deals through Newegg on an Asus ROG laptop, the Lenovo Y50 4K gaming laptop, and the Lenovo Horizon 2 27-inch all in one. So the promo codes are available in the Intel BlizzCon thread on the forum that's linked in the video description, and the codes expire December 31st, so you don't actually have to like buy anything this second. It could be a present for the holiday season, or it could even be something to spend, like, if your parents and relatives love you a lot more than mine ever did, something to spend your Christmas money on after the Christmas season. So guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment if your feelings are more complicated than this. Check the link in the video description to support us. If you think that that's a worthwhile thing to do, you can give us a monthly contribution, buy a cool t-shirt like this one, or just change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code so we get a small kickback whenever you buy water coolers. Thanks again for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.